Tonight we're at PlayStation 4 NPL Victoria. Friday night, 3 games on. We'll keep you posted around the grounds and also give you live descriptions of our feature game, Pascoe Vale versus the Melbourne Knights. My name is Teo Petlazeri. Joining me tonight is Moreland City player Brandon Galgano on the mend. As I heard in pre-game, Brandon, great to have you back behind the microphone on FFE Radio.
Thanks, Teo. Yeah, it's been a few weeks since we've been on air together, and yes, it's good to be on the mend, but should be a big game tonight. Both sides in big need of a win, or desperate need of a win. Big's not a great word, is it? And well, Pascoe Vale, they got a massive result last week against Victory here, and they'll be looking to get the 3 points.
They certainly will. We're about to kick off here. Don't forget the Mixlr app and mixlr.com/FFE Radio is how you can hear us live. Make sure you save us in your favourites. You'll get a notification every time the station goes live. And that includes tomorrow, 3 p.m, blockbuster game, Green Gully versus South Melbourne. So make sure you join myself, Matt McNamara and Aaron Ciavarella for that one. But right now our focus is on Melbourne Knights versus Pascoe Vale. We're just waiting for the referees to get everything sorted. We've also got Port Melbourne hosting the Bentley Greens and Avondale hosting Richmond. Those 2 games kick off in 15 minutes at 8:30 p.m. So we've got the early kick-off tonight. Marian Kvikovic and Stipo Andresevic over the ball to get this one started. A big 3 points on offer, and we're underway on FFE Radio with Melbourne Knights getting the game started straight to Jason Hicks over on the left, and he's playing the ball to Jacob Colosimo. Gets his second chance tonight. Ball at the edge of the area. Van Schip looking to shoot early and loops it over the bar. And Davey Van Schip is capable of the mercurial on that occasion.
Was Osagi Edararo from Liberia as well?
Not 100% sure. I remember there was Melvin Beckett who played for Melbourne Knights
He's at Preston still,
many years ago. Don't know if he ever got a cap. Ball wide with Glavin, crossing it into the back post and couldn't quite connect with Colosimo. He was trying to rise over Tallarico and the ball went over his head. Kieran Dover, the new arrival. Pachkovsky and Thurtell is the starting lineup for the Bentley Greens. And Port Melbourne, Gal, Carvelis, Kelly, Eliopoulos, Obradovic, Viola, Yalaz, Zara, Honos, Deabreu and Goodwin. Stay with play here as McGarry is advancing and he's able to stride into the area and force a good save from Pavlidis. And he just parted the defence then. No one put a challenge in. Plays it over to the left. And a neat little spin there from Purcell to lose his marker and play the ball through. Hicks, always dangerous, uses that left foot to sweep it through the penalty area. Andresevic arriving on the right, just outside the box. Looks to cut it back in.
Great chance.
Chance for, turn behind for a corner. Well played by Tallarico to hold his nerve, and Kvikovic went in with the first bite at it, but couldn't get a goal-bound touch.
How did that not go in? It looks...
Playing it now back to McGarry, to the top of the area. Hicks was out of the equation, but Colosimo charges in, wins the ball, and now Andresevic top of the box and puts it over the bar. And now ball played back to Turner, moves it on. Chance for Ferrante here, looking to drive it through a central left position. Yusuf controlling top of the box, and Yusuf curls it just wide of the right post. Pascoe Vale's best chance of the night. And they've got a penalty. Jonathan Germano taken down, and Avondale are going to the penalty spot against Richmond. And we've got a goal here. Melbourne Knights have scored from the corner. 1-0 to the Knights in the 27th minute. Pascoe Vale defence let them down, and Stipo Andresevic gets the goal. Brandon, talk us through that set piece.
Yeah, great ball into the box, and Andresevic just drifting in at the near post. And then, as we said, he was going to be so important tonight. The left-footed volley with his back to goal, he's just caressed it into the bottom corner. And that really is a great finish there. We've seen those deliveries into the area from Jason Hicks have been absolutely fantastic all night.
So Knights with 3 in the wall. O'Farrell waiting in goal, and Ferrante over the free kick. He is shooting direct, and O'Farrell parries it away from his left-hand post and puts it out for a corner. Knights 1, Pascoe Vale 0. Through ball on the right side. Brekalo is herring after it, does chase it down. First time ball in, off the shins of Deng. Now back to Brekalo, to the top of the area. Hicks takes possession, breaks out to the right. Now turns onto his left foot, swings in a high ball, Andresevic the target, Andresevic with the header, and Pavlidis with a great save to turn it around the right post.
Yeah, again, Melbourne Knights, that calm, patient build-up working out for them, and Jason Hicks, once again, getting on his left, cutting it back, wonderful cross to the back post.
Hicks Thinking about the crossfield ball, delivers it low and flat, and what a ball to Andresevic, and he's going to send it across again. Colosimo! And he puts it over the bar, and that would have been, had he finished it, one of the team moves of the season, and it's out for a goal kick.
Fantastic execution from Jason Hicks, and then out here, Andresevic. They're two main players tonight. They've both been exceptional. Definitely a big result over there as well, especially with Pascoe Vale behind. I was there last week, and Rick Mensick could not believe his ears when he heard Paco won.
Ball with Van Schip cutting through the left side of the
Big
box
chance.
and now trying to poke a goal-bound shot, and it's blocked away by O'Farrell.
Oh, he's given it.
Van Schip, no, this is a booking for the foul as he tried to win the ball back. Yellow card straight out of the pocket. It was an overzealous challenge from Van Schip. Just repeating around the ground scores. Avondale 1, trailing Richmond 2, and Port Melbourne 0, trailing Bentley Greens 1. Ball falls kindly for Andresevic, and now top of the area, Colosimo looking to send across. And it's teed down. Hicks, top of the box. Switching onto his right, it's Hicks!
Great finish.
And it's 2-0 to the Knights. Jason Hicks doubles the advantage. A good strike into the bottom left corner. And in the 57th minute, it's Melbourne Knights 2, Pascoe Vale 0.
Jason Hicks has been the best player in the field tonight, and I think that's just proven it again. Absolutely top quality there from the midfielder. On his right foot, he cut it down from his left, got it across to his right, and he's just drilled that past the goalkeeper into the bottom corner. Again, great composure there as well from Andresevic. It's a difficult ball to control. He got it down to his midfielder. And Melbourne Knights, despite probably being second best in the opening part of the second period, have taken a 2-0 lead.
So driven across the box by Andresevic, and now Pascoe Vale trying to counter-attack. That surely would have been ball game if Knights had scored. Now into the area, Santilli flicked there by, and Katade arriving. It's blocked down, ball's loose, and coming through, cleared away. Glavin onto the ball, putting it into the attacking half and long out for a throw. The ball came in from the right. It was a neat little flick back by Davey Van Schip. Ball deflected into the path of Katade, and his shot blocked down by O'Farrell, who is growing in confidence by the minute here and was able to make a very good save. I remember back in my first stint covering the VPL in 2006, I saw him score a beautiful free kick for the Faulkner Blues.
Absolutely top quality player, Carl Recchia.
Very long time ago. Tonight, 3 in the wall. Recchia stepping up, trying to curl it, and straight into the arms of O'Farrell, who makes a save.
Yeah.
Driving diagonal ball
Great
across
pass.
the pitch. And set a task here is Lazaridis, able to control the ball and lose his marker, cuts it back. Conversano back to goal to the top of the area, Van Schip legged, free kick just outside the box, conceded by Andresevic.
Right on the edge of the box there.
O'Farrell getting them in position. Might even be 7 in the wall now, just doing the head count. Santilli to take the free kick off a short run up.
Great goal.
And he scores. And it is game on as we tick into the first minute of stoppage time. Santilli makes it Pascoe Vale 1, Melbourne Knights 2.
Red card.
And there's been a red card
for Santilli.
So he scores, and his goal celebration, I can only assume, Brandon, has led to him being dismissed by the referee.
I have no idea what just happened there, Taylor. It didn't look like he did anything noticeable. The goal stands, but Santilli, I assume he made some sort of emotion towards a Melbourne Knights player, maybe a profanity as well.
Join the attack. 4 minutes of stoppage complete. This would be in the 5th minute of stoppage time if Pascoe Vale can find an equaliser here. Katade over the free kick. One man in the wall. Here comes the set piece. It's high into the area and it's in! Recchia has scored the equaliser. No!
He's a handball.
No, a handball.
And another red.
And Recchia is off. 2 red cards at the end of the night. And Carl Recchia, well, he's not Maradona because the referee saw it all the way. Red card, Pascoe Vale. And, well, the Olympics are on this year. Maybe Carl Recchia can play volleyball if he's going to play like that.
Well, he sold it pretty well from up here because I didn't see it. I'd love to see the replay because for all money it looked like they'd scored an equaliser. And, well, he just turned and sprinted straight off Carl Recchia.
He knew
exactly what he'd done. He tried to pull a bit of a...
Could there be more drama?
Wow.
We've played 5 minutes of stoppage time.
Unbelievable. Well, Melbourne Knights, as that ball went in, I'm envying the task of having to interview Andrew Marth after conceding 2 goals in stoppage time.
Ball over in the corner now. It's down the right end for Knights. They can't keep it. We're into the 6th minute of stoppage here, and the referee isn't even looking at his watch. Deng gives it away. Andresevic can put this one to bed. Into the area. Andresevic, it's over. Knights do win. 3-1. And Stipo Andresevic, who got it all started in the first half, puts the full stop on this one here at CB Smith. Melbourne Knights 3, Pascoe Vale 1. It has turned into a very entertaining night of football.
What an end to the game, Taylor. End-to-end stuff. And while Pascoe Vale down to 9 men, great strength to get into that position, and then great composure with the finish, just sliding it into the bottom corner. Absolute class from him. And while Melbourne Knights, they do get the 3 points, in the end it looked for at least a few seconds that Pascoe Vale had gotten something.
It's not even full time at kickoff, but after a brief run, it is. Van Schip kicks the ball away in anger.
Oh, his own teammate as well on the way down.
And the full-time score at CB Smith Reserve, Melbourne Knights 3, Pascoe Vale 1. We did have a 96th minute goal after all, but it wasn't the one that was handled by Carl Recchia into the back of the net. It was the one scored on the counter-attack by Stipo Andresevic. Brandon Galgan,
massive 3 points tonight. Very impressive first half performance, and probably the first half hour, so the second half as well on top.
Yeah,
Pleased with the performance tonight?
I totally agree. We played exceptionally well last week at first half, and we thought it was going to be deja vu. We probably had 4 or 5 chances to score, and we scored 1. And going to half time 1-0, I was a bit sceptical exactly what happened last week, and to the boys' credit, and second half was quite good also.
Jason Hicks in central midfield again was probably the shining light, just so good at moving that ball in midfield. How important has he been in this season so far and going forward?
Oh, without doubt, he's got quality. I wish he was probably 6 foot to be a better player, but no, he gives us that avenue of quality switching to play, and obviously he's not the best at tackling, but we've got other players to do those jobs for him.
Quite a nervy end to the game, of course. Pascoe Vale got one back with a free kick, then got a player sent off, and then it looked like they had another one in the back of the net, and then he was sent off for a handball. Were you pleased with how the boys held on to the result in the end, despite maybe letting Pascoe Vale back into the contest?
Oh, they're going to have opportunities, when pushing numbers forward, and to our credit, I thought we defended quite well, and again, we should have scored a couple of goals second half, and we did it in the end, but probably the result was a bit flattering to Pascoe Vale, to be honest, and I thought we probably could have been 5. But, what counts is 3 points, and that's what we set out to achieve today, and we definitely did.
New defensive duo today as well, with Jurkovic and Miskulin at centre-back, then O'Farrell in goals. Probably one of the youngest trios in defensive partnerships in the league. Were you pleased with how they handled it tonight?
It's probably the youngest defensive in Australia, to be honest. Unfortunately, Timmy's probably 26, brings it a bit up. But, you got Nick Lovan, who's just 18, and Nicola's 17, and Michelin 18, and Michael in goals is 20. So full credit to the young boys. That's what the NPL's apparently all about, and so it's worked out well for us.
So going forward as well, massive 3 points in terms of chasing that finals pack on performance tonight. How do you feel going forward for the rest of the season? Yeah,
I'm confident. We've got Robbie back. He played half a game today. Marian's getting back to his full fitness. So we've got some quality coming back, and I think, as I said last week, the transfer window is opening up. Unfortunately, we might have lost Ben for 6 to 8 weeks, and he's been a massive loss to us. But Hicks has done exceptionally well.
Finally, of course, next week, FFA Cup. You had a massive come-from-behind win against Oakley a few weeks ago, and now you've got Dandenong City, Croatian derby. What does that mean to the boys and the club, of course? Such a big game.
Oh, it's huge, especially we've got a couple of dandy boys playing for us, and it's going to be a tough encounter. I said to the boys just now after the game, as far as I'm concerned, you've got to prepare now for Dandy on Tuesday night, so they'll do a good recovery tomorrow. We have a bit of an easy session on Monday, and prepare ourselves for Tuesday night.